Hello everybody, my name is Troublmaker, and this is Wargame Red Dragon! The beta finally launched, so I'm going to do a little bit of deck building today. And since this is beta, it is possible this will change between launch, but let's get to it. So we go into create, and our factions are now blue 4 and red 4. No more NATO impact, because it's not Europe anymore, it's international. And so we're looking at international alliances. So when we go to create a deck, let's call it a test deck. We're blue 4. We'll note that the marine units cost 0 activation points all around. This is something they have announced, so you can put out a lot of cool units. Now, these of course are actual ships. Hatsuyuki. Oh my god! The Japanese and Koreans and stuff. This is gonna ruin my day having to learn a new tongue to pronounce. Anyway, we have all sorts of naval units, and hypothetically you're supposed to max these guys out. Now every single one of these units here, every single one, can go in the water, which is crazy cool. So that's definitely awesome. So we can do that, and activation points still 0 to 60. Now here's something else we should notice. Let's go into tanks, and we'll go like, oh yeah, you know, we're doing our standard thing, you know. Wait a minute, I have these 4 empty slots I didn't have before. Huh, in fact, you're very limited in a standard deck as to what you can get because you have these big, giant 4 empty blocks. So how do you fix that, you say, Troublemaker? Well, you know, it's actually quite simple. We go to create new deck. And here's the wonky thing. Oh yeah, you're probably interested in this too, before I go into this. Eurocorps, Scandinavia, Commonwealth, Blue Dragons. In the red 4, we have Eastern Bloc and Red Dragons. And note, you can still play all the individual nations. A little bit of a typo here. Instead of USSR, it's URSS. But it's beta, so this is expected to happen. Anyway, if you want to get those things unlocked, you have your types here: motorized, armored, support, marine, mechanized, airborne. These have a much more greater role in Wargame Red Dragon. Now, you unlock 4 available slots for tank by doing armored, and 4 available slots for recon and vehicle by doing motorized, and 4 available slots for support and logistics. So it makes your deck less all-rounded and more focused. And I mean, if you want to go for marine, we get, you know, slightly more infantry. So specialized decks will become something really, really, really big in Wargame Red Dragon. Also worth noting, 1980, 1985, 1986, we're now looking at Cat A, Cat B, and Cat C, in which it's not as restricted as before. And note, once again, oh look, I can make a lot more tanks in my deck. But note, the last 4 are only 1 point each. So if you're willing to invest to the 3-pointer, you get all these for 1 point. So specialized decks are back with a vengeance in Wargame Red Dragon. Thank you guys for this very, very brief showing of how the deck builder works in Wargame Red Dragon. See you guys.